Today on the Philly Talk podcast, we got a bunch of things to get into. Jordan Davis supposedly lost 20 pounds, but feels great. The Eagles are tied for the most touchdowns through the first 12 weeks of the NFL. CJ Garner-Johnson actually came out and commented on the Malcom Jenkins topic. And last but not least, it's not just a revenge game for A.J. Brown, but also us Eagle fans. Remember?
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast. And today, like I said, plenty to get into. But before we do that, Eagle Nation, help your boy Al hit that like button, subscribe, ding the bell. We trying to grow notification gang, and check out the link in the description. It's a free app called the Chalkboard app. We talk Eagle news, Android users, iPhone users. Welcome to the fam, almost 450. Let's get into it. So Jordan Davis told Josh T that he lost 20 pounds over the past 4 weeks being on IR. At first, I got nervous, but then I remembered, he's a really big dude, and even losing 20 pounds, he's the biggest guy on the field and will still help against the run. But this is key. So he lost 20 pounds over the last 4 weeks, said his conditioning was a focus with the training and strength staff. He felt like he was playing at a fast level today in practice. So today's Thursday. He's practicing at a fast, high level. That means I believe he's going to play. And if he gets his strength and conditioning up, that could mean more snaps. I always thought that once he got to the NFL with the dog mentality he has, no pun intended, he came from the Georgia Bulldogs, that he would get in better shape to still be that physical specimen to stop the run, but be more a threat in the pass rush department as he got used to his NFL body and legs. And I still believe that is going to happen over his first couple years. Remember Philly Mike saying this. He's not going to be just a run stopper. I believe will translate into a legit defensive monster. That being said, I want him to be the best of his abilities, and losing 20 pounds for the better is something I like to hear. Being out, you can get your spirits down. He could have, ate wrong, but he was focused for 4 weeks. He sees what this team is about and how far it can go, and he's about to come back and contribute in a big way. I honestly believe it. I actually quote tweeted this saying he's hungry because of the 20-pound loss, but he's hungry to get out there and play with his team. Now, I did say the Eagles are tied for the most touchdowns in the NFL. Oh, but they don't pass certain games and blah, blah, blah. Scoring touchdowns is the number one priority. Best record and tie for the most touchdowns. Look at it. The Eagles and Chiefs have 39 touchdowns this season through 12 weeks. Then the Lions, Bills, Dolphins, Bengals with 34, the Seahawks with 33, the Cowboys with 32, and the Cardinals, Vikings, Browns with 31. The Eagles on top of the food chain in multiple stats that matter. The record, that matters. We top of the food chain. Scoring touchdowns, meaning having a balanced offense that we can do things to get to the end zone. Sometimes it's running, sometimes it's passing, sometimes it's both. 39 touchdowns through 12 weeks. The Chiefs are the only one that can sit on top with the Eagles. And honestly, that's the best team in the AFC, and I believe we the best team in the NFC wholeheartedly. Not saying that Niners ain't playing good. Not saying that the Cowboys are not a threat. We better than them, but they're still a threat. Every team is a threat. It's the NFL league. This is a one-and-done playoff scenario. Every team's a threat, but we sitting at the top of the food chain for sure. Now, I do want to talk about C.J. Garner-Johnson real quick before we get to the why is it a revenge game for the Eagle fans? We'll talk about it. At least for me. I want y'all thoughts too. But Malcom Jenkins came out and said this. Everyone's asking if I'm coming back. Technically, can't say that word. The Saints have the rights to my contract. I know Eagle fans love a comeback story, but I don't think you'll get one this time. But I meant what I said. I emojis, I emojis. So he said he don't believe we're going to get the comeback story that some Eagle fans love, but he meant what he said in the fact that he can play and will love to play for the Eagles down a stretch of a period of time. Can't do it the whole season. He's not built for that anymore, but down the stretch. That being said, technically is what was said. And CJ Garner-Johnson, the man, the myth, the legend, the guy that I believe is going to come back and still be a big factor in what this season amounts to, Super Bowl, said that word that Philly Mike keeps messing up. Technically, now I'm trying too hard and I'm doing air quotes. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, CJ Garner-Johnson probably got mad love for him, spent time with him in New Orleans. And again, Jenkins talked about why would Philly even want me? CJ Garner-Johnson is playing as an all-pro level. That was before he got hurt. So who knows what happened? It's just good to see, a little bit of I guess, what do you call that? Recruiting going on here from CJ Garner-Johnson. But who knows what happens? But this team has Reed Blankenship, and I'm curious to see what he can do in the absence of CJ Garner-Johnson. But please, injury gods, no more knocking on fake wood. No more injuries, especially the Pro Bowl players, CJ, Dallas, Maddox. And listen, I love Jordan Davis. I know y'all love him too. Last but not least, why did Philly Mike say it's a revenge game for the Eagle fans? Well, we know why it's a revenge game for A.J. Brown. Former team took a lot of shots at each other throughout the season up to this point. But look at this. I agree with Eagle Nation. Revenge game Sunday. Remember this? 2018, we're coming off our Super Bowl season. 17-18 season, we won the Super Bowl. This is the 18-19 season. We are winning 23-20 in overtime. You know the overtime rules. If you kick a field goal, we're having the ball first, they get one chance to come back. So on 4th and 15, they got to go for it. Look how we were playing defense. All we got to do is not let them get to the first down. They get to the first down, then they go all the way down and score a touchdown. Talk about demoralizing. Allowing a 4th and 15, which still only got them to midfield, and then they beat us down the field to get the touchdown. Games like that in OT break my soul. This was the last time we played the Tennessee Titans. 4th and 15. Payback must be done this Sunday in Philly. This, I believe, was in Tennessee. They come into Philly. They want to run the ball. We got the means to stop the run. Gannon, do your job. And if you get into a 4th and 15 situation, don't do this. This was some Jim Schwartz stuff. And hey, listen, I'm not going to compare Schwartz and Gannon because Gannon does things that make me upset too. That being said, it's a revenge game. Maybe not for every Eagle fan, but I didn't like the way this ended. Mind you, Nick Foles did come back in that 2018 season, and we did win against the Chicago Bears, and we did lose to the Saints off the Alshon Jeffrey shoulda, coulda, woulda, called it, but he didn't. It is what it is. That Foles magic was real in 2018. All that being said, I go by Philly Mike. Help your boy out. Make sure you hit that like button. It's free. It's easy. It don't cost a thing. Subscribe. Almost at 28K. I believe 28K or 29K. I love y'all to death. Also, link in the description. And listen, y'all still doing it. The real people that watch my videos to the end, that 9-minute and 25 mark, drop the muscle emoji. Let's see if this little muscle emoji thing can pay off, because I'm all about superstition and stuff. Drop the muscle emoji if you hear me, if you made it this long. And let's see if we can muscle the O-line and King Henry for the Tennessee Titans, because being physical is important in this game. Being physical is important for this game. No ifs, ands, or buts. Mike Vrabel is all about physicality. We need to be the more physical team. offensively and defensively, and we will win. 11-1. That sound great. We out.